World of YouTube, True Crime, Terror, and everything else. Ding dong here. Archie. It's, breaking news. Of course, the news ain't so damn important, and I don't know why in the F they would report this. Give me an effing break. Give me a baseball bat so I can smack myself in the head. Because, you know what? This is ridiculous. Why in the world, and I mentioned this in another video, but I'd like to know why in the world would investigators announce that they're moving their investigation location. The center will be used for investigators to conduct interviews, follow up on leads, hold meetings with other agencies. Linsby said the space will allow investigators to better focus on the murders. Investigators will move into the space by the end of the month. And, yeah. You know what? Will allow investigators to better focus. How much more focused do you need to be on this case after 4 freaking years? Is beyond me. Not only that being said, I guess it's true that Brian Dirty Laundry has been found. They did dental record check. And with that being said, and, not only has his body been recovered, but 5 other bodies. Now, go figure. I mean, the good thing out of this outcome is, at least, these 5 bodies were found, but, you know what? Why don't investigators do this when a person becomes missing? No, because when a person becomes missing, as you can see, not related to this case, because they did find the girls, the next day after, whatever. But there's still a lot of people out there that have not been accounted for, that have been missing for years. And no manhunt search for a missing person has, ever recovered a body. But yet you go figure, you go looking for a manhunt for a fugitive, you find his body, or you would have found him, or you just find 5 other bodies. Unbelievable. You know what? Something was mentioned by my wife of why the military ain't searching like this. I'm talking about pure out manhunt. And it's only true. Because you know what? If the friggin' war is over, and yeah, they're gonna still be on call for that in case something really goes out of, whack, but hey, what if the military did start working at home and looking for missing bodies? Because as you can see, a manhunt like this is very accurate. It would be very, very positive of finding more people and more bodies if they just started doing a manhunt, just like they did for Brian Dirty Laundry. Don't get me wrong. That kid, obviously, just like the girl had mental issues. There is some funny stuff at the end that happened, and it's irking my mind, and I forgot to mention it, or one of them at least, but the father was seen by the news, supposedly, was bringing some people do this. I've heard of some people living down in Florida, and their family members shoot them down a plate of Chinese food. Friggin' from up here in Massachusetts, because frankly, it took them a while, because the last time I was down there in Florida not too long ago, found a couple of good Chinese restaurants down there, but mind you, they still need a little work on their food. But then again, up here it ain't no better because of the high demand of distributors for the Chinese food. It ain't good no more. You know where the quality food is, and I've been finding out them quality foods have been really downgrading, and it's not good. And the only way to get quality food is if you're paying now $15 a plate. And that's ridiculous. So I'm done with that. I'll just rather go to Market Basket and buy some noodles out of the store. But anyways, in all seriousness, that Brian Laundrie's father was sending food through the mail. Now, I haven't looked this up yet, and I'm still waiting the real full determination that if this is Brian Laundrie's body, which I think it is, but you never know. Something could come up different. Something could just twist and turn and make it all go, what the hell was that? But, why would this guy be sending food through the mail if he didn't know where his kid was? Let alone they're saying that, the father knew right where his son was because he found the backpack and everything, the remains. But then again, I heard, my wife read something that they brought him there to, to clear the remains and to identify the remains, but yet they say he went in there and found them. So there's still a lot of flip-flopping going on of what this case is all about. But anyways, still, knowing that, this is going on, and still this case here, 4 years plus now, and 4 years and some months, anniversary's already passed. Shouldn't even call it an anniversary, because, that's supposed to be a celebrating day for, marriage, people, relationships. Anniversary shouldn't be announced as a friggin' anniversary of a death. But, still, whether it be a hunt for a body, hunt for a killer, I think that more now that stuff's lighten up a little, or even if they just make this a random thing, yes, I think there should be people out there really just doing a job for hunting bodies, and hell, even hunting killers. If they're still at large, there should be something out there 24/7. That's right, hunting this and keep it going. Not all let's take a break. There should be a night crew, there should be a day crew, because sometimes people like to work at night. So why can't there be crews out there to do all this? And I think more bodies would have been found if this would have happened a long time ago. And this manhunt is like, wow, blows your mind. They overlook the body, they find it in a place because, right, the water's levels grew, and they found the body where they already searched and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, there they went back to the scene of a scene that was already searched, and then, oh geez, here he is, already all chewed up by who never knows what alligators, moccasins, snakes, chewing him up in the water. Who knows how he died? It could have been a suicide. If it is his body, it could have been something, right? The cold, chilled, frigid nights, maybe. Or just like the guy said back when they asked an expert if anybody could survive in this wilderness where he was, and the guy said no. So if this is Brian's body, then his recommendations and future sightings of it was right. Nobody can survive the environment that he was in. Hell, Brian could have even got chewed up by red ants. Because them red ants are nasty, boy. Especially going down there in Florida. Them little bastards like to climb on trees over water. So, I mean, if it was low level, them things still go around. They don't give a damn. I've watched videos on them suckers, and they're nasty little bugs, boy. And when I moved down there in 2004, stayed down there for about 9 months, but my wife couldn't handle the bigness of Florida. Ended up back here, but my kids got a few attacks by them red ants, boy. And they're no joke. Oh, they will eat you inside and out. But, yeah. No, and then I kind of feel bad for that Brian, because, man, just to think of a slow death that he did endure. And who knows, whatever really happened between these two young kids. All I know is they should have just wrapped up the trip and got the hell out of Dodge before this tragedy happened. Nobody deserved to die either end. And they should have took their mental health problems and ended the trip right after that damn police. That should have just put some fear in them too, to make it say, well, we should cut out here. End of story. Or even the police should have said, this trip needs to be cut if you've had these many complaints by other witnesses that each one of them are going back at each other. That trip should have been ended right there. Cops should have known well enough to say, hey, this trip needs to be ended. Call the parents, get them home, and deal with it later. Get them two separated. It should have been not one night. I'm sorry. Like I say, people with non-experience of mental health problems, that's right, they don't make good decisions. Law enforcement, disability officers, right on down the line, folks. And I'm having problems right now with all this in mental health, and I know because that's right, I'm having problems. But it's all around way a sad story for that situation. But this one is even sadder because now, we got still 4+ months, still no evidence, and the friggin' police are moving their headquarters to another place. Why couldn't they concentrate in the old place? It's too big. I mean, I get it. They got a new crew coming in too. So I'm about to wonder if that's why they're changing up. I don't know, to put in perspective, to give the new crew a better environment. I don't know, but it just seems kind of funny. They're just posting stupid stuff. Who cares if they're moving their headquarters? How about give us some information as if, hey, have you got any news on the BG? Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna ever get an interview with Sean. I have went over some evidence he's given me, but I'd like to go over with him to explain the evidence, because I don't want to, throw up evidence, and I want him to be able to explain what he has given me. I mean, that's what my interview would be, because I'm not going to give my thoughts and theories on something, because of the simple fact is right. He is the one with the basics of it all. And I did start watching his interview with Greeno, but I mean, yeah, there was some stuff that he was going over that he didn't want to explain. Sean didn't want to explain, and Greeno kept asking all these questions, but I think it's better to do a video if he's still interested, and he's got my info now, to go over his evidence and to prove of why he thinks, or why, he knows. Not why he thinks, but why he knows his father is the BG. I mean, I think it would be better to put in his words rather than mine with his evidence. So everybody can understand him. Because like I say, I watched other videos of Sean's and it's like everybody's just putting him under the bus, not exploiting his stuff correctly. Obviously right. Just blowing it out of proportion, you can say. But this is his, time to show of what someone commented on his video, and I got one from somebody, but there's another investigator type thing wants to talk to Sean, and I think he's got more high ranks than I would, or any investigations, say like Greeno and the other ding dong he took interviews in with. But that's only known if he's gonna do that. But and it's only known if he's gonna help me out too with explaining his version of what he gave me for evidence. But other than that, the offer's still on the table, and this is just nonsense to be posting this crap right here. Is I don't know, man. You sit here, you looking for answers, looking for breaking news, and all it is all the headquarters are moving. You know what? And I saved the best for last. Wife just pulled up an article this morning. Woman from Indiana. And it's just too bad that the woman got caught. Because I would have loved to seen this if it would have happened this way. But then again, she who's out there don't know what the hell's the matter with this one. But that Brian guy that got caught, or the last suspect that they say, Chadwell, would have made a perfect couple with this woman. But it's too bad that she didn't do this to Chadwell or to Bridge Guy instead of innocent people. But in Indiana, I guess there's a woman putting up datings on dating sites. Jesus Christ. She put out there for a threesome. Got 2 guys to her house, tortured and beat the crap out of them, chopped them up, whatever, did what she did. And would have loved to seen that happen to Chadwell and Bridge Guy. It's too bad Bridge Guy didn't caught up with this woman, because that would have been one of her victims, and that would have been friggin' awesome. But she got caught. She's a dipstick. Had a maid or something, someone, cleaning woman come in, and I got caught doing it. Because the lady went to sit down on some towels on something and sat on the body, and of course did the right thing and immediately turned the woman in. But too bad that wasn't Bridge Guy. Because that would have been friggin' hilarious. Or Chadwell. But all in all, yep, I can't go over no more on this case, As much as I did, there's still just the question of who's hiding Bridge Guy. It's like the Maura Murray case. Will they ever find that red truck? And this one is, will Bridge Guy ever get exposed? And that's right. It's like I say, I'm not doubting Sean, I'm not calling Sean a liar, but if it turns out that his father is not Bridge Guy, then I believe it's the good guys covering up someone in their department or their, place. Good guys, because they were trying to get rid of the bad guys by using each and every one of them meth crew people, and came up with nothing. Bad sign, folks, that a good guy did this just to get rid of a bad crew. And it's sad to say 2 innocent girls had to go down for it. That's in my thoughts and theories. But like I say, Sean, your offer's still on the table. I want to go over your evidence with your thoughts, theories, ideas, or let alone what you know. I mean, I won't be asking you like in your other interview about, your past and all this. But I want to just get down to what makes you think what information you gave me leads straight to your father. I mean, it's got to be brought out properly. All these other interviews, man, I tell you, just, you got to know where your limitations are with stuff. And obviously all these other guys have done pissed you off and done you wrong. So, but, hey, it is what it is. And, it's just too bad that, right, it's not going in your favor with the investigators either. Because all they're doing now is, we're going to move an office. Yeah, that's going to make us think better. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, man. But that's it, folks. Until that next video, be safe, take care, always beware. In Indiana, I'm sorry, man, but you got some Fruit Loops out there, boy. Women beating, chopping up men. Bridge guy. And there was some other stuff I read out that way. It's like, wow. People need to get literally jacked up out there for doing their bad deeds. And I mean vigilante justice. That's right. Everybody on the next one. Out.